If you're ever walking and hear a loud rhythmic rustling in a thicket, you may be very close to a fox sparrow without ever knowing it. Welcome back to Tales Talk, everyone. I'm Liz Austin, your bird interpreter. Every day on this channel, we decode the secret language of birds in our backyards and around the world. If you're looking to lift your spirits, learn a little bit more about how birds communicate and forge deeper connections with nature, you landed in the right place. Tap that subscribe button, join our bird-loving flock, and now let's dive into the fox sparrow. So the fox sparrow is often categorized in 4 different groups because they look quite different depending on where you see them in different regions. The first group is the red group, and they're found mostly in the eastern region, and they have a fox-like sort of rusty red streaking color throughout. The next group is the sooty group, and you find them in the Pacific coast, and they are very dark, more uniform brown. The third group is called the slate-colored group, and they're found mostly in the interior west, and just like the group name sounds, they have a gray head, slate-colored head, and then more brownish throughout their wings. And then the fourth group is the thick-billed, and they are found mostly in the California mountains. They have a large bill and are mostly gray overall. I'd love to know if you want to drop it in the comments if you have a fox sparrow near you and what group they're from, where you are living, where you have spotted them. Please drop that in the comments. I love hearing your different birding stories and love sharing them with the rest of the Tales Talk community. The fox sparrow is very shy, it's very elusive, so it will rarely be sitting right out in the open. So you really do need to listen for it more than you look. And one very distinctive sound you'll hear is a rustling. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the talk, if you're near a thicket and you hear a loud rhythmic rustling through the leaves, they do this really cool thing similar to a towhee, if you've ever seen it, but they will hop forward and then kick both feet backwards simultaneously to uncover insects and seeds in leaf litters. So it's really fun to watch, but it's a particularly good way to spot them because you can listen for that rustling. And if it's not a squirrel, you might just be lucky enough to spot a fox sparrow. They also have a very lovely, beautiful, melodious song, which you can hear. They're quite vocal during migration from March through April, and it sounds like a really lovely series of whistles. And then they, of course, also have their call, which is more of a chip-chip sound, which sounds more like your typical sparrow. But their song is very unique and quite different from other sparrows, and I've included a link to both their song and the call in the description notes so you can hear them. All right, have a great day.